Lists in Python are like containers that can hold many values. Today, you will learn how to add new items into a list using two basic methods. So first of all, we have append and then we have insert option. So first we will learn how to use append to add one item at the end. So I have a shopping list in which I have milk, eggs and bread, and I want to add butter as well. So what I will do is I will use append method. Append will add one item at the end of the list. So I will do shopping.append into brackets and I will put my item that I want to add at the end. And then if you print shopping, it will add butter at the end. Let's run this code and see. Now you can see we have milk, eggs, bread and butter, which is appended at the end. This will change the original list right away. The second method we have is insert method. So this will add an item at a specific position. In the append method, you can only add item at the end. But if you use insert, you can add item at a specific position. For example, I have house list in which I have wake up, shower and eat. And I want to insert something before wake up or after wake up. So for example, I want to insert on index 1 stretch. And then if I print this task, you can see we have stretch on index 1 because wake up is on index 0 and then on index 1 we have stretch and after that shower and eat. So this is how you can use insert to add item at a specific position. So hopefully you understand two basic methods of how to add items in a list. If you like this video, press the like button. Follow for more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video. Lists in Python are like containers that can hold many values. Today you will learn how to add new items into a list using two basic methods, append and extend. In my previous video, I have told you about append and insert. Now we will learn about append and extend in this video today. By using append method, you can add one item at the end. For example, I have a shopping list in which I have 3 items and I want to add one item at the end of this shopping list. I will do shopping.append butter and print into shopping. Then I will get this result in which I have milk, egg, bread and butter, which is the new item added at the end. Now, what method you will use if you want to add multiple items at once? I have colors red and blue and I will create a new list which I will name as new color and I will add green and yellow in that list. I can use color.extend into new colors. This will add these two multiple items at once into the colors list. Now when I print the color list again, I will have red, blue, green and yellow from the new color list as well in over here. If you want to add multiple items at once, you can use extend method, create a new list and then extend previous list with the new list. And if you want to add only one item at the end, just use append method. And if you want to add something at the specific index, use insert method. You can watch about that method in my previous video. Very easy to remember. Use append for one item, use insert for a specific sort and use extend to add many items at once. And you can use extend method to add a tuple into a list. So you can add any iterable into a list using .extend method. For example, I have a nums list in which I had 1 and 2 and I want to extend with a tuple which had 3 and 4. I can use extend method to make a new list which I have been creating by adding a tuple. If I run this code, you will see I have a new list now in which I have 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 are from the previous list and 3 and 4 from this new tuple. So you can add any tuple to a list as well by using .extend method. Hopefully you understand some basic method of adding item into a list. If you like this video, press the like button. Follow for more videos like that. Today we will learn how to take an item out of a list in Python using the built-in .remove method. What is a list? A list is a collection of values. Here I have names of animal as a collection. I have animal names in which I have dog, cat, parrot, hamster, and I want to remove parrot from this list. If you know the value you want to drop, use .remove into value. Python finds it and it deletes it from the list. Animals .remove into parrot will delete parrot from this list. If we run this code, you can see now we have dog, cat and hamster. We don't have parrot in this list. What will happen if the same item appears more than once? How .remove method will work? For example, I have a list of numbers here and in this list I have 1 appear 2 times. So I can use .remove method into 1 and remove that number. If the same item appear more than once, it will only delete the first one it finds and other one will remain. If we run this code, you can see the first one is removed and the other one remains. So we have 2, 1 and 3. What doesn't work? For example, I have a list of fruit in which I have apple and banana, and I want to remove that, which is not present in that. If I run this code, this will give an error. You can optionally wrap this in a try except block to handle it safely. But I just want to tell you what will happen if you want to remove the item which is not present in the list. And keep remember, remove changes the list you gave it. It doesn't return a new one. It's the old list. It will just remove the item and give you that list. Use list.remove to delete the first occurrence of the value from the list and be sure that value is actually in the first list. So hopefully you liked today's video and you have understand the remove method. If you like this video, press the like button, follow for more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video. In this video, we will see 3 simple ways to remove item from a Python list. First of all, we have remove by value. We will use .remove method to remove item by its value. For example, I have a colors list in which I have red, blue, green and yellow, and then I want to remove the green color from this list. What I will do is I will do colors.remove into the color I want to remove. Python will delete an item by its value. Python looks for it and remove the first match. If there are more than one green in this list, by using .remove method, it will only remove the first green Python finds. Then if we print the colors, we will get these names in the list: red, blue and yellow. We don't have green in this list. Now, the other method, if we want to remove our index, is .pop method. I have a color list again, and I want to pop the colors on index 1. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. It will remove blue. If we print this list now, red, green and yellow, it have removed the blue, because in Python, counting starts from 0. And then we have the clear method. This will clear the entire list. If I do colors.clear and now print the colors, it will give me an empty list. So if you want to remove any item by its value, use remove method. If you want to remove any item by hop by index, then use .hop method. And if you want to clear the entire list, use .clear method. Hopefully you have learned 3 basic methods of removing item from a list. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video. Today we will learn about basic for loop in Python with the list. I have a simple animal list in which I have 3 animals: dog, cat and bird. This is a list. It store multiple values in one variable. Then I have for animal in animals, print animals. Python take each item from the list one by one, store it in the variable animal and runs the code inside the loop. So if we run this code, you will see we have dog, cat and bird each printed on a separate line. So what's actually happened? First loop will run on dog, and second loop animal is cat, third loop animal is bird. That's why each item is printed on separate line. This code runs for each element in the list separately and print them on the separate line. Let me give you a real life style example. I'm using for loop here, and here I just added I like. You will see, if you run this code, you will see I like dog, I like cat, I like bird. I like is added with each animal in the list: dog, cat and bird, which means this code is running separately for each item in the list. It will run the code for each item in the list. That's why it print statement for every item in the list. A for loop lets you go through each item in a list and run the same code for every item one at a time. Hopefully you have learned what is a for loop and how to use for loop with the list. So basically just remember it. For loop will let you run the code for each item in the list one by one separately. If you like this video, hit the like button and follow for more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video. List comprehension in Python. Today we will learn a neat Python feature that helps you make the list more quickly and clearly. List comprehension. So what is list comprehension? List comprehension gives you a compact one-line way to build a new list based on another list or sequence. Let's understand this with an example. I have a list over here in which I have some numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Let's say you only want the even numbers. How you can use list comprehension to get a new list based on this list? And I want only even numbers, so I create a new list called even, and here the value we want is n. Where it will come from? It will come from nums, our previous list, and this is the filter or condition we have given, that number will be divided by 2 and the result must equal to 0. That's how we will filter the even number from this list by using this condition over here. If we run this code, you will see we have 2, 4 4, and 6 from this list. We don't have 1, 3, 5. If you like this video, click the like button and follow for more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video. List comprehension in Python versus for loop in Python. Today we will compare list comprehension in Python with the for loop in Python. Both will give the same result, but why are they different and which one is better to use? First, let's learn about list comprehension. List comprehensions give you a compact one-line way to build a new list based on another list or sequence. Let's learn this with an example. For example, I have a list over here in which I have number from 1 to 6, and I only want even number from this list. I can use list comprehension to get only even number from the list. N is the number we want, and then inside we are using a loop, and n in nums are the number which are present in the num list, and if n divided by 2 must be equal to 0. This is a condition I am providing. So this is only one line code, no more extras, just telling Python in one line what to do. Then if I print evens, it will give me this result 2, 4, 6. Now over here we have for loop as well. If we run this code, you will see we get the same result 2, 4, 6. But this is a bit lengthy code. Whereas in list comprehension, we just told Python in one line to do what we want. But in here, we have to tell it in 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Same here, I have a number list, and then for the for loop, I will create a new list, and then I'm using for loop for n in nums if n divided by 2, the same condition, and I am using result.append as well. This is an extra thing I need to do in for loop, whereas here I didn't have to do it. So I have created list in one step and then give a condition in one step, and I don't have to append anything. But over here, I have to append the result list I have just created with the result. Then if I print the result, it will give me the same result as over here. So list comprehension is a better one line compact way to build a new list based on another list or sequence rather than the for loop. So you can create new lists from an existing list using list comprehension in a clean, concise, and readable way. So I will choose list comprehension over the for loop for cleaner and readable code. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Python list sorting. Today we will learn about how to sort Python list in different ways. In Python, sorting means arranging item in a list in order. For example, alphabetical order for words, or ascending or descending order for numbers. Python gives us easy way to do this. To sort a list in Python, we use dot sort method, which is the most common method you will see everywhere. I have a list of scores over here, and I want to sort them alphabetically, and I want to sort them in ascending order. I can write score dot sort into, and then if I print the scores, it will give me the sorted list. As you can see, if we run the code, you will see now we have 42, 73, 88, and 100. By using this method, you can change your list you already have. Python is not giving a new list, it is just changing our previous list we already have. This is the simplest way to sort numbers in ascending order, and if you want to sort alphabets, they will be sorted in alphabetical order. Next example, we have sorting the other way reverse. How you can sort but in a reverse way. For example, I have letters over here. If I only do letter dot sort, it will sort them in alphabetical order. But inside, I can put a condition. I said reverse equal to true. Then if I print letters, you can see we have B, C, B, A, B, C, D. So we have them sorted but in reverse. So you can put a condition inside and you can sort them in reverse order. If I do reverse false, you will see how the result changes. Now it's in alphabetical order. And now we have sorted method. By using this method, you can create a new list and you don't have to mess up with your existing list. For example, I have a list of cities over here: Paris, Tokyo, Berlin, and Austin. And I will create a new list. Sorted cities equal to sorted into cities. This sorted will do the same job as dot sort method. It will arrange the cities in alphabetical orders. And then I can check if this affect my previous list or not. I can print cities, and then if I want a new list to be printed, I will do print sorted cities. If I run this code, you will see my print cities list is same: Paris, Tokyo, Berlin, and Austin, while my sorted list is different. We have it arranged in alphabetical order. So if you don't want to mess up with the existing list and you want a new list to be sorted, you can use this method. The concept of sorted and dot sort method are same. It's just creating a new list. You can use dot sort method to change the list and dot sorted method to make a copy. And if you put a condition reverse true, you can arrange them in descending order, and this key will let you decide the sorting rule. So hopefully you understand different ways to sort list in Python. Custom sort in Python list. Normally Python sort things alphabetically or numerically, but sometimes you want to sort by your own rule, like word length or last letter. That's where the key comes in. Key tells the Python what to look at when sorting. Think of it as sort this list based on something inside each item. For example, I want to sort by length. I have a list names in which I have 4 different names, and I want to print a new list based on the length of these items inside the name. I will write result, which will create a new list and sort it, and I want from the names, I want each word length and then sort them with the length. So this will run on each item in names. Python sorts using the length, not the word itself. So the shortest words come first. Let's run this code and see the result. So you can see we have Sam, Alex, Jordan, and Christopher, and we have the longest name at the end and shortest name first. So it's in ascending order, you can say. But as you can see, our previous list was not like that. So I arrange this list depending on the length of each word, not on their first letter. And we have another example in which I am using 2 conditions. For example, length, but then change them into 2 reverse. So what it will do is it will do everything same until over here, but then it will reverse them. So we will get the longest name first and the shortest name at the end. So it's doing everything same like for the first example, only if I added reverse here, it will reverse the list. And then we can custom sort with a custom rule. And we can create a function and then call that function to sort that list. For example, I define a function to get the last letter of each word. I have a word list over here. I want to create a new list, sorted words, but in here I am giving the key last letter of each element in the word list. So Python will arrange them depending on the last letter, not the first letter. Now Python will see the last letter of each word and then sort them alphabetically depending on the last letter. For example, you can see over here the first letter is B, so B comes before E comes before G, and G comes before T. So it arranged them depending on the last letter, not the first letter. So the end result is key lets you control sorting by telling Python what to compare for each item. So hopefully you understand how to sort Python list with a condition or a key or with a function. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like it. And don't forget to subscribe to YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video.